Hello and welcome to another Franchise Hockey Manager Stream. My name is Adam. I am the community manager of Franchise Hockey. With me as always and not pictured on your screen is F10 producer Jeff. Say hi, Jeff.
Hey, everybody.
And we are back with Jettin back to 96, the Winnipeg Jets 96-97 season, draft free agency and season. Jeff, we ended off last time in a pretty good note with this. We're coming back to it because we're so excited. Do you remember what happened at the end of last season?
Yeah, that's why we're coming back to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Adam won the cup again.
There we go. Yes, our team overcame injuries and won the Stanley Cup. We didn't really do too much at the end because we were kind of running out of time. We added Phoenix back to the league, so Phoenix and Winnipeg are in the league at the same time in 96. We previously expanded and brought in Colorado. Carolina is already in. And yeah, without moving Hartford, yeah. So Hartford and Quebec are still there. So the league is slowly growing, expanding. We're looking at a pretty good pace for a lot of things. Just looking if there's any notable free agents. Brent Sopel's there, but he was our draft pick, I believe. So
Might have been, yeah.
But otherwise, we're not in a rush to sign somebody because we have the expansion draft anyway. So we're actually going to move to tomorrow. On that note,
okay, we should mention, in case anybody's wondering, we were hoping to do the FHM9 announcement today. Unfortunately, the little breakthrough we had last week that would have let us do that today didn't really get followed up on like I wish it had been. So there's still something that we got to get taken care of before we can do the formal announcement. The game itself is fine. This is totally separate from the gameplay or the coding, anything like that. So nothing to worry about there. The game is virtually ready and looking very good.
Carolina jumps into first in the draft lottery, which is probably fair enough.
But anyway, I think presumably we're going to be doing the announcement next week instead, which at least gives us an extra week. We can do a little more on the bells and whistles side. It would have been a kind of a sparse announcement today, even if we were able to do it. But hopefully we'll have a trailer and everything for you at that point and give you a good look at everything next week.
All right, so a bunch of players got their contracts terminated.
Is that Todd Ewan leaving the Blues?
Mike Craig, Todd Ewan, yep. Down to only half a star. Owen Kerr.
39. This is towards the end of his career.
Yeah, so we have the rookie draft today. Just going to take a look here quickly at free agency. Then we'll get Brent Sopel under contract here. Otherwise, nobody else is really jumping off the page saying, sign me. Which is kind of expected at this time. All right, so our draft is going to be, we're doing really late picks. This is not a very strong draft. Expansion draft.
Was this the Patrick Stefan draft?
No, that's later. That was Atlanta. Oh, sorry, expansion draft, so we get to protect Hasek and I guess Terreri.
Oh, this is the one where Chris Phillips went number one. So almost as bad.
I mean, Chris Phillips had a lot of good years.
The Stefan draft at least had the Sedins.
Who? I don't know anyone by that name. Sedins.
Yeah.
Oh, is their name on the Stanley Cup?
No, I'll just leave that one alone.
No? Okay.
I mean, this one at least had the Chara in it, but after that, that's...
Okay, we're going to leave Cunnyworth exposed again, so we're probably going to lose him finally. But I'd rather keep...
That's what we thought last year.
Yeah, but this year we're... Oh, shit. I don't have Roman Hammerlick protected. Okay. We're taking back then... Because we're not losing Hammerlick.
Did you protect Clee?
Nope.
Please, I'm not...
I currently have Eric Weinrich. He was sucking it up last year. He's going to get unprotected. Steven Zuboff, Brisebois,
Lineup is
Hammerlick.
probably going to go just because the defensemen get drafted first. So you'll at least give Phoenix one good defenseman.
Yeah, well, I mean that's that. All right. Okay, protect the list. All right, here we go. Oh, this is Pavel Datsyuk was probably going first overall.
Oh yeah, that's okay. So
All right, so
yeah, they went.
we are picking incredibly late here, so Gouda Creative. It's good to see Coke One is still getting hired. He lives throughout the generations, Gouda. He lives throughout the generations. We are currently streaming on twitch.tv/franchise hockey manager as well as twitch.tv/OOTB developments. All right, so first pick then is Pavel Datsyuk goes to Carolina.
He doesn't get skipped over and
Wow.
for the next 2 years, like in real life. And
Mark
finally draft
Straight
98.
goes second. Danny Briere goes third. Mike York goes fourth. Tony Leidman goes fifth. Okay. Nicholas Backstrom goes sixth. The Phoenix. Eric Belanger goes seven. Samuel Paulson goes eight. Matt Cook goes ninth to Edmonton. Ben Clymer goes 10th. Colin White goes 11th. Chris Phillips goes 12th to Vancouver. Marco Sturm goes 13th to Hartford. Corey Murphy, don't know that name, goes to Philadelphia. Michael Roosevelt goes to Dallas at 15.
I picked in real life didn't really work out.
Thomas Caberlet goes to the Devils at 16.
Good pickup for them.
JP Dumont goes to Pittsburgh at 17. Wade Dubelwitz DeBelowicz goes to Washington. All right. That's not a name I recognize either. Josh Holden goes 19. Brian Wilsey goes 20. Matt Bradley goes 21. Robert Esch, former Phoenix goalie, goes to Boston. Boyd Devereaux goes to Montreal. Derek Morris goes to the Islanders. John Sim goes 25th. Jean-Marc Pelletier goes to 26 to Detroit. Jesse Boulerice, that's a name I haven't heard in a lot of years. Boulerice, oh wow. LA Kings, 27th. It's our pick. Top guy left I see is Dania Zubras.
You got Mike Weaver in there too. Barrett Jackman. Or no, that's Rick Jackman. Barrett Jackman.
Jan Hedja.
Yeah. Anybody? How far down to the one, the half-star potential, 1.5-star potential guys go?
Not very far.
No.
Let's see. Scout suggestions is Mike Motto?
Yeah, Motto.
Mike Weaver, and then Zubras.
Weaver's probably the safe pick.
He is the safe selection, followed by Victor Hubel. That's another name I haven't heard for a lot of years.
Did you ever make the NHL? I don't think so.
Risky suggestion is Dania Zubras.
Yeah, so that shakes up just about how I thought it would. I mean, this late in the round, you might as well take a flyer on the risky one and take Zubras.
That's what I think. He can play all three forward spots still. He's 6'5", 225.
Yeah.
You're
basically drafting him for the same reasons he got drafted in the first round when he wasn't. Or was he first round or? There's a high pick. Regardless. He went earlier than people thought he would. I remember that.
Goody, that's a great question, but probably not. Okay, so he picked him. We're just going to pick until human now. Just see if there are any interesting names popped up there.
Have we ever done a Hawks game?
No, we haven't. No. I'd be more tempted to do a historical Hawks game anyways.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. The Hawks might be an interesting historical. I'm not going to do it in the early, like the 2010-ish teams because I'm not reliving them beating Vancouver, but...
Aaron Asham went 44th overall to Dallas. Mm-hmm. All right, so now we're back to who? Josh Green. Manitoba Moose, great. I believe that's Josh Green.
Yep.
Francis Mothwa.
Dewey Westcott.
You know, Hedge is still there, so
Yeah, Hada's probably the guy to take. Defenseman, and he kind of fits.
Pick until human. All right. Okay, let's look. Safe suggestions say Steve Bijan.
Yeah, Bijan and
Been a while since I heard that name too. And risky suggestions still say Steve Bijan. So it looks.
tough little center.
Yeah.
Not particularly huge, but
Played in 424 games.
yeah, I mean, he hung on forever. Good checking line guy.
Yeah. All right, we're going to take Steve Bijan. Whatever. We're at a point where we can take some risky selections. And these guys are not necessarily going to be guys who turn out anyways, so. Ooh, boy, down to half-star guys now.
Okay, well, it's at this point where you start sorting by height and weight and picking the freaks.
Risky suggestion is a small goalie named Christian Bronsard. I mean, we could take another Japanese guy who's playing in Denmark. Okay, interesting.
You know, I recognize the name. Pierre Hedin was with the Leafs for a little while.
6'5" German David Silkovsky.
What round are we in? Sixth, fifth?
Yep.
Oh, hey, Blood Bank.
Brookbank? Yeah, okay, I'll take that. I'll take Wade Brookbank. It's been a while. Pick until human. Oh, right, we have a quick 6th round pick, too.
Gordy Dwyer. Dean is still there. And Pavel Skirbeck. I don't know, Zenith Komarniski. Great name.
Or should I just go try and trade my draft picks away? Maybe I should.
Just use them.
All right, let's go trade offer. Phoenix is new to the league.
Helping fill our roster out.
2 6th round, 7th round, and an 8th round pick. All we're asking for is a 5th round pick next year. Yes, they will do that. Whenever I can get a 4th rounder. Nope, can't get a 4th rounder, but can get that 5th rounder. Done. All right, and just like that, we're done with the draft.
Can you help Phoenix fill their roster a little bit?
Yeah. NHL entry draft review. And we are neither the best or the worst. So that's about right.
It's like that. It's Phoenix, so they and what they did with those other picks. Blues have the best draft, and they only took John Sim.
Lance Ward, Kim Stahl.
That's not one of the Stahl
Ziegler.
brothers. It's a Danish guy.
Yeah, I know. Alexander Tikov.
Ziegler from Switzerland. I think he was a fair, early round pick from the Canadians. Right? I mean, Andrei Kovalenko's in there. It looks like he never came over from Russia in this one. And like in real life, but he's down to
1.5 stars, yeah.
only one star potential. That's kind of alarming. He's 26.
I don't think I can do that. Can I? Oh, I can. Okay. All right. We'll take a look. Expansion draft here. Okay. Cunnyworth is the top forward available, age 35.
Paul Reinhardt is still in the league. His back hasn't given out. I guess the Canucks are finally gotten him loose.
Well, maybe. It's nice when you see two of your guys are two of the top guys.
Two of the more expensive
Ken
guys.
Klee.
Dave Tippett's in there.
Yeah. Some names here. Let's see what happens. Let's see how Phoenix shakes it out.
Don't see a whole lot of scoring for him, but
Frederick Chabot is a goaltender with Frank Pietrangelo and Bruce Racine. Okay.
yeah,
Then they take Eric Weinrich off our hands.
Yeah, not surprised.
No, he was playing pretty terrible for us, which is sad, but such is life. Guess we should have tried to trade him there. Got picked back.
Smarter. Yeah.
Jason Woolley, J.J. Dandino, Paul Reinhardt, Tom Curvers, Brad Shaw,
Taking a bunch of Canucks.
Bob Rouse, Bobby Dollis, old friend.
And they're not too washed up.
Ken Klee goes. Well, we just lost our two
They are
guys.
on the other side. Yeah, Oakley. Yeah, that's too bad he was.
Oh, shit.
It's nice to have him.
Randy Cunnyworth gone, too.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
All right, so we're having some turnover. Joseph
I
Dano.
don't think you set a limit on the number of players you could lose, did you?
I think it was 3 or 4 I set a limit at.
Okay, well, we got 3 so far.
Yeah, Randy Gillen, former Winnipeg Jet. Pat Flatley, Jet. Doris, Jeff Nielsen.
Well, Jet in this game because we traded them. We got him from the Islanders and then traded them back.
Yeah, Dirk Graham, Sean Burr, John Chabot. Old friend Ty Domi was exposed.
Good checking lineup. There's just I don't see a lot of scoring from that team. Dirk Graham, Sean Burr, Randy Gillen.
Dallas won't try. Yeah, okay, so let's look at their lineup then as it is. That's actually probably one of the better lineups, all things considered, we've seen.
Yeah, I mean, there's only one expansion team, so that helps them. They're not splitting this in 2.
Well, their colors are all weird. I forgot to change them.
That's sort of its logo.
Pick screen color.
Oh, those colors that you're talking about. The yeah.
Select secondary color.
What Adam's doing here is just using the screen picker to find
Yes.
the spot on the logo that does the color he wants.
I think that looks better, right? Yeah, that looks better for Phoenix.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they have a pretty decent team. All things considered. A pretty old team. A lot of old guys.
Well, it's, Arizona. People go there to retire.
Apparently, yeah. So, just looking at our upcoming free agents here, first of all. Shanahan needs a new contract. $1.2 million for 3 years. Whew. Done.
The one making hush money. $4 million for him.
Malpe only wants 215 signed. Kristovich, 575. Okay. Jason Arnott, 510 for 3 years. Done. Stu Barnes, $1 million for 3 years. Yeah. Okay.
Went up a bunch. He was only making $430 before.
Okay. So those guys are signed. Unsigned guys we have left.
You may want to have a quick look at your budget. Are you going to do that when you?
I'll worry about that later.
Or when it runs out. Okay, Sopel.
Nobody's really jumping off the page saying, sign me, sign me.
Savage is in college, so he's got it there for another year. Yeah, unless your depth looks really poor in the farm team, and I think you've got a fair number of guys down there still.
20 guys on our roster. We have 37 contracted. You know what? Maybe we should sign Kovalenko. He only wants a 1-year deal.
Victor Gordiuk was in Buffalo for a couple of years, never really worked out.
Well, maybe you have to look at pick claiming a defenseman. All right, we're going to continue here. Jay Bolito, we kind of went over this. We're hoping to make we're hoping we have some exciting news for you for our next stream.
To get the announcement today, but some stuff didn't work out. So no.
Just say we have. We're hoping for an exciting next week.
We're hoping to be able to announce it next week.
All right, Denis Zubris has signed his contract. He wants number 13, but that's Tito's number, so he's going to get 91.
There's no 31?
Oh, it might have been, but I feel like he would be a good high number. Oh, man, here's some exciting news. Pittsburgh and Edmonton have announced a trade.
Lemieux for Messier.
All right, let's see. It is Dixon Ward for Benoit Hogue.
Okay, slightly smaller deal.
I was hoping for something big. It felt like there could be something big. All right, Teppo Numminen. Ooh. Wow, they're looking at trading Bill Ranford. And the Sabres are possibly looking at shipping out old friend Grant Fuhr. I mean, technically, we could use a better backup.
Ranford to Buffalo, and Fuhr can go back to Edmonton.
Red Flyers, thanks for coming out. All right. Chris Draper's still 2 to 3 months out. Boy, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I didn't think he was going to make it back in time for camp.
It'd be close.
Oh, yeah, it's only July.
Stars, Red Wings, Mike Sillinger goes for getting Duchesne.
Dan Duchesne.
Boy, that seems like a good trade for Dallas.
Yeah, Detroit got a lot older there.
Development report. Mogilny's going down. Kristovich is going down. Howardchuk's going down. Borsato going down. Okay, LaRose, Craig, and Dean. Not great. Brendan Shanahan is the #1 top-selling jersey, though. All right. We are bleeding some points. Players going to the Hall of Fame include Craig Ramsey, Larry Robinson, Mike Lute, and Dave Taylor.
Who made it in? Ramsey was one of the guys we nominated, wasn't he?
No, I don't think
he
we
wasn't
did.
on the original ballot, didn't we? Or at least voted for at one point.
That's an interesting choice. I like it. The California Golden Seals as a team.
Where?
In the chat.
Oh, in chat. Okay, yeah. I thought you were just talking about the Hall of Fame. Was then one of the guys saying one of the guys went in as a SEAL?
Oh. There are SEALs in the Hall of Fame, but nobody's gone in as a SEAL, I don't believe.
Don't think so, no.
All right, World Cup of Hockey is going on because it's 96. We're just kind of like my attention. Solani and Numminen are playing. Hasek and Hammerlick. Mogilny, Zamnov, and Zubov. Sutter's going down. Scott Stevens is going down. Kristovich is going down. Boy. Monthly budget. We're still bleeding a bit. That's fine. Dun, 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 dun. And Lemieux gets hurt. Canada defeats Russia 6-3. All right. Finland edges Sweden 5-4. Greg Hoggy gets traded for Troy Millette. All right. And we continue to sim. All right, Jeff, I'm thinking for this, I'm going to give up all my... All right, let's see here. Phoenix and St. Louis created a trade. Tom Curvers and Dirk Graham go to St. Louis for Thomas Capusta.
And Yanni Herma.
Yeah. All right, interesting.
Capusta's actually had a couple of good seasons in St. Louis.
Please set your captains.
And Reinhardt never plays for Phoenix. He winds up going to LA.
We are missing assistant 1. So, Jeff, it's been a while since we talked about this. What do we want to look for in an assistant?
You want to have a look at the mental ratings, and first priority is leadership. Determination is also important.
So I'm thinking Scott Stevens by the looks of it here.
Yeah, you got a guy with 21 leadership. That's kind of a no-brainer.
So he's going to be alternate captain 1.
Yeah.
All right. Zubov is actually at 22. Man, I don't really want to take it away from Newman, though, but that's pretty tempting.
Well, you can get one of them in a few years. He's probably might be the future captain when Howardchuk. When it's his time to go.
All right. Hasek's back. Probably should send Brent Sopel down. I don't think he's going to end up playing here anyways. Samsonov is hurt. Oh, man, he got hurt in the World Cup. He's gone 2 to 3 months. Okay, so Kovalenko got right into it.
Simplifies your training camp decisions a little bit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Probably good news for Scott Walker.
All right, gonna take him out, put him in. Oh, McGillney's not in yet either. So we need to call, defenseman up. So Adrian Aucoin, I guess, is going to come play.
Training camp.
Listen, he's our 6th defenseman now. And I guess Collimore is going to be number 7 until we find somebody better.
Oh, you got the waiver draft to go through too?
Also true.
You can grab somebody there to fill out that spot.
Boy, okay. Let's just see what the assistant does, creating lines. Oh, it actually moved Howardchuk down to the 2nd line.
But behind
Stu Barnes.
Should Howardchuk be a perimeter shooter? At this point, maybe he's better off with a different role. Skills have changed a little bit.
Up and down winger? No. Playmaker?
Yeah.
Setup man?
Yeah, playmaker, setup man, I think.
Well, let's try, just see what it does. Okay. Howardchuk's going to stay on the number 1 line. He's still our number 1 center.
Dumple is the guy that may eventually push him. He's up to 3.5 stars now.
Yeah, he was our 2nd line center.
That really looks like you got the 2nd line should be the 3rd line.
I know, that's what I was thinking too, right? Like, Arnett's pushed his way up into a bigger role. Again, we're also missing Zamnov here. He'll come back eventually, but...
Yeah. That looks good.
Yeah, I'm just going to... Trying to add some minutes here. Zubov, Newman, and I like Brisebois, Scott Stevens. Okay, we got to change Cullimore here too.
Why are you locking all the defensemen?
I wasn't trying to lock them all. I just got into a zone. Wait. Cullimore.
You haven't got... Right. Is he not showing up?
He's right at the top. Yeah, stay-at-home defenseman is his best rank, so that's where he's going to be. guess we could put him to cleats carrying defenseman.
Yeah, he's a big guy, but
All right, so Cullimore went in over O'Coin. I don't know if I like that.
I mean, maybe for the bottom pair, because O'Coin's an offensive guy.
All right.
Sort of an offensive guy. He never quite really broke through as a big scoring defenseman in the NHL.
All right.
Yes, usually in the 30s or the 40s. Well, in the 40s once. He just hung around forever.
7-0 win over Calgary in our first game.
So is the Calgary dynasty finally falling apart? They had 4 Stanley Cups at the start of this.
Yeah, it looks like they played a lot of regulars.
They were looking a little thinner, I remember, last year.
Well, they're also getting pretty old now at this point.
Yeah, Newendike's 30, Fleury's 29. Reichel's still only 25, and they got Gilmore's 33. Suter's 32, and they were trying to move him. Daniel Seiger, who never worked out with us, apparently done okay for them.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, we lose to San Jose. Ooh, that's not good.
A good question from Gudu. What was the biggest trade in this save?
Well, arguably the biggest trade was the one we didn't make or didn't allow to happen.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. Not doing the Housley for Howardchuk deal.
Yeah.
That actually made Buffalo better too, and Winnipeg.
A couple of episodes ago, we went through all the trades and dealings we made.
Yeah, actually, we did. It was 2 times ago.
Yeah. And there were some pretty interesting ones on that we looked at. Our biggest trade probably...
Getting...
I was going to say Ogrodnik might be the biggest trade we made. Didn't work out.
No, there was a worse one than that.
I didn't say worse. I said it was a big trade. Training camp development report. Okay. So, oh wow, look at Johan Heck there. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 ups.
It's funny though, you never get past the half-star mark. Huh. Biggest one was probably the Shanahan one, I think.
Yeah, that was a big trade too.
Shanahan for Raimo Helminen, who was playing in the NHL and doing pretty good at that point. Guy Hebert and a few throw-ins, middle round picks.
Oh, Curtis Brown took a big leap there too. That's nice.
And Helminen actually wound up working out really well for the Devils. He had a 80-point season one year, and I think he had 70 last year.
Yep. Darren Quint. Wade Belak takes another jump. Adrian O'Coin jumps. Cullimore jumps. Timo. Oh boy. Scott Stevens goes down a little bit. Terreri goes down.
And the rest are minor leaguers, so not too bad. For an older team, you did okay there.
I think so. We were kind of in the middle. Oh, we lose to Hartford. Ruslan Soleil gets #1 star.
Got Walker second. Trying to make a case for staying with the team.
All right. Should be just about done the preseason here. All right. We're going to pay a little bit into our team morale now.
Yep, you're into the regular season, and you may want to...
Players we want to protect. Hasek.
The waiver draft.
Terry, all right.
Yearly departed waiver draft.
We're probably going to lose somebody good here.
Be a goalie.
No, I didn't want to open that. You know who we're probably going to lose? We're probably going to lose the Russian we signed.
Kovalenko.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna protect Titoff.
Yeah, Kovalenko will be the top of the list. So if we lose anybody, it's probably him. Easy come, easy go.
Season preview. We are continued the early Stanley Cup favorites. And mostly because Hasek is still the best goalie in the league. All right, waiver draft. Ooh, Johan Hedberg's there. That would be a really tempting grab.
If we can get him.
Oh, Ty Domi's also there.
I'm trying to trade for him.
Okay, let's see.
See if they make it to you. Okay.
Randy Gillen goes first. Oh, man, look at all the Jets. Brett Hedican, Pesco Remo, Chambert, Mark Vermette, John Chibbett,
brother.
Greg Pawlowski, Rick Natras, Mike Bullard, Rudy Postchik, Ron Sutter. Oh, we lost Ron Sutter.
Oh, what a shame.
Huh, that's all right. Brian Lawton. I just want to point out, look who took him? Vancouver. Kerry Huffman, Terry Yake, Frank
hanging around that were long gone by this point.
Triloni, Dave Archibald, August, Michael Tivian.
Me and Edberg both still there.
Dean Evison, Craig Darby, Joe Sorella, Kevin Dean. Ty Domi goes, no! What? He goes one pick ahead of us to LA. Are you kidding me?
Well, you'll have to settle for Edberg, I guess.
Oh, man, but come on. We could take Matthew Barnaby.
He's only 23. He doesn't... Oh, yeah. Has he been... Or was that... No, I think that was a previous guy I saw that pop up for.
4 assists in 27 games last year. I think for the upturn of getting Hedberg under contract and being able to have him
as the third string guy and maybe eventually the backup.
We won't be able to send him down though if we claim him. Will we? I don't think so.
Oh, yeah, that's a problem.
But the question is, does it really matter? If we get him, we're going to ride Hasek anyways for most of the games.
But, I mean, that's a full star down. Terrari's 1.5 stars, and Hedberg's only half one.
Well, we did need another defenseman. Bob Bugner's available.
I saw Paul Laus there, too. You want a tougher guy? I mean, those aren't necessarily any better than McCoy or Cullimore.
Go with your gut. We're taking Hedberg. Hedberg is our new backup.
Oh, actually, I don't think... I'm pretty sure the waiver draft doesn't force you to keep guys up. I think it's only regular waivers. I think that's how we've got it set up.
Kovalenko. Oh, yeah, I told you. There we go. We lose Kovalenko to... Jeez. Rangers. Oh, man.
Well, Hedberg for Kovalenko, you would have done that trade, right?
I guess, but all right.
Maybe take a quick look at free agency to see if there's any.
So we probably could send Hedberg down, but I kind of like the idea of him being just rolling with him as our backup.
Well, Terrari's a lot better, but you do you.
Okay, well, if we need... Okay, hold on.
You know, just start the season with 3 goalies, too.
We could. A lot of one-star guys. That's about it. Yuri Slager got signed.
What's he been up to? He never panned out with us. So
no, he put up 20... Okay. No, he was down in the IHL, AHL. Yeah, still hasn't had much of his career.
I had that after we traded him. He had that half a season with Florida, but was on their IHL team all year.
Oh, I can't shop Chris Terrari. I'll put him on the trade block then. All right. Ken Priestley is on waivers. Nobody else really of interest there.
Yeah, because the Canucks moving him to make room for Sutter. Bruce Racine, the number 3 guy that Phoenix drafted. What were you going to say? So
we need to call up a forward, so I'm just wondering who we're calling up.
Curtis Brown, probably.
I was looking at him or Shane Donovan.
Rob Brown, no. So you can play center or the wing. With Jean Navad, probably makes more sense to have him.
We'll keep an eye on waivers in case there's somebody who's better. Okay, Marcus Ragnarsson just went on waivers.
That's probably an upgrade, isn't it? No, he's only 1 star. And, oh yeah, he's kind of stalled out. I think he was in the end. Yeah, he was playing in San Jose by this point. It looks like he's been stuck in the AHL for 6 years now. For New Jersey, he's put up solid numbers every year, just hasn't made it through. But if you claim him, you're going to have to keep him.
Well, we're holding 2 defensemen. Otherwise, we can send one of them down and hold on to him. Hope he improves. We'll leave him for now. Oh, all right. Oh, Chris Draper is ready to return to practice. That's true. We got all these guys still hurt coming back. And we lose to Chicago. 3-2. 1-1 to start the year. Hakan Lube is still kicking around.
He played in Sweden for quite a while after he left the NHL, so that doesn't surprise.
All right.
Although he's not very productive lately.
4-0 win. Should I set my assistant to control things and just kind of sim part of the season here, see what happens?
And you got about 15 minutes, so.
All right, manager options.
Just don't have it making any trades or other moves.
Set training can go to the assistant. Setting lineups and tactics, we can go the assistant. Rosters, demotions, promotions, we'll leave that on. Transactions to me. Draft players management. Okay, that should all be good. All right, let's go to next month. Actually, hold on. I better change that too then.
Change what?
Waiver stops.
Yeah, you had done the super low setting.
I did. Adrian Aucoin just got injured. At 1 to 2 weeks. Replace with Cullimore. Oh no. Patrice Brisebois got injured. Knee soreness. Kirk Maltby's day to day now. So now we're short a guy.
Wings off to a good start.
So now we need to call up a defenseman. Ooh, boy. Roman Hamrlik gets sidelined. Next 4 months. Oh, man, we are running into defenseman problems. Oh, man. Free agent center. Give me a defenseman. Terry Virtue.
I'm sorry, you have to call up Sopel.
Sign Brett Lindros.
Not a defenseman, no?
I know.
Barry Drager. I remember him from Orlando in the IHL.
Stu Grimson is available. What does Terry...
Oilers first round didn't work out. Virtue was the Blues.
He's only a half-star guy anyways, so not a lot different. Hamlet got a grade 3 concussion. Boy, he's gone for a while then. Breezeball is only day-to-day. Okay. That's looking pretty rough there. Oh, we got trade proposals. Okay. New York is willing to send us 24-year-old citizen Juha Yolen for Chris Terrier. Reject that trade. Yes, I know Chris Moppy's ready to come back. Whatever. No, Howardchuk's injured. He's gone for 4 weeks.
Okay, well, it's the danger of having an old team. They're falling apart on you.
Okay, I got to turn off these injury updates so much. Oh, man, stop it. I don't care that they're close. I mean, I do care that they're close. Chris Draper is ready to return. Hooray, hooray. Which means we're sending back down... a flame for right now. And then sending Curtis Brown back down.
Coins coming back too.
Yeah, that's why I sent them all down. German Tito's getting ready to play. Come on, guys, just let me go. Just stay healthy so I can sim some games. Oh, man. Come on. Stay healthy. Nine, 3-1.
Turn those off, right?
Turn what off? All the injuries?
Autoplay.
The what, sorry?
You can turn off exit autoplay so you don't keep getting interrupted. It's literally on the pop-up you get when the screen opens.
I'll have to actually stop and read that. All right, there we go. Turn in the corner a bit. Or don't exit autoplay. I don't see it here. Oh, exit autoplay option, then manager options. Okay, all right, manager options.
Bottom right.
Yeah, I turned off personal messages. Everybody's happy with how things are going. Oh man, St. Louis passed us. All right, trade proposal from Carolina. They want to send us an old defenseman for that. Absolutely not. That's a terrible trade offer.
Kind of use a defenseman, can't you?
Yeah, not a half-star 32-year-old defenseman. And Jason Arnott just got injured. Howardchuk's still out for another 1 to 2 weeks. All right, so now we need to call back up a forward. All right, Curtis Brown comes back up. And we move on. SR Collins in our FHM chat asks again, stay tuned. Hopefully next week we'll have some news for you. And we lose two more guys. Are you serious?
Yeah, we're
Mogilny is gone. Bruce Thumb day to day.
for those that came in late. We didn't. We were hoping to make the FHM announcement tonight, but there's still a couple of things that we've got to wait on. Game itself is fine. It's just external things that we have to get approved and taken care of before we can make the official announcement. So once we got that, we'll be letting you know, and hopefully that'll be next Wednesday.
How do I not have enough guys? Oh, Stu Barnes is still in there.
Suspended.
Yeah.
How many have to go on the injured list?
Gonna call Valley Burry up for his first game. Guess we're putting Howard to the injured list. Okay, Jeff, what number was what number is Pavelbury? Was he number 9? Honestly can't remember. Stop being mad. I honestly can't remember.
No, he was 10, and then he changed it to 96,
Okay.
and then went for some stupid reason. When he was pissed off at the Canucks, changed it to 96, and then went back to 10 as soon as they traded him. Or no, actually changed. I think he went back to 10 before he left the Canucks. Yeah, he did. Right, back to 10, and then 10 in Florida, and then finally he was 9 with the Rangers. That was it.
Okay, so I'm not crazy on some of my stuff. Man, we are dealing with so many injuries. Good news is our goaltending's keeping us in it, by the looks of it. Oh,
No, and it helps that you've got like literally the best goalie in history playing for you.
One of the best ones.
I'd say the best.
Alexei Zamnov is finally ready to return.
Although Felix Potvin, Buffalo, leading the league in wins.
All right, so we got to send somebody down. So Burray is going back down. How did Burray do in his games he got in? Had 1 assist in 3 games. Oh, Patrice Brisebois got hurt again. Do I want to know what he got hurt? Shoulder soreness, 1 to 2 weeks. All right, so we're kicking. We're in a tight fight with Detroit and St. Louis, at the top of our division. I picked a bad stream to come back to. Gouda Creative says, Jay Pandolfo gets injured now. How long's he out for? 3 weeks. All right, Curtis Brown is coming back up. I'm sure he's loving going like back and forth and 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 back and forth.
Did pretty well in his first 10 games, 7 points.
Yeah. Development report here. We can see still guys going all the way up. That's nice. Our young guys still improving very slowly. Regression from some of the others is a little worrisome, but player poll results. Most underrated player is Scott Stevens. Best skater is Yager. Hardest shot is Al McInnes. Toughest Bob Provert. Fastest is Phil Housley. Best role model Steve Yzerman. Cleanest Andy Brickley. Controversial Igor Larionov. Overrated Alexei Yashin. Smartest.
Alexei Yashin. I think that's 3 years running for him.
Nick Lindstrom, Martin Brodeur is the toughest goalie to beat, and Craig Patrick is the coach you'd most like to play for.
And Yashin's actually producing now. He had 82 points last year.
And Solani's got 58 points and 33 goals. He's fighting. Seriously, these injuries can really just take a back seat. How long has he gone for? 4 weeks.
And they haven't been short injuries. They've all been like 3-4 weeks or multiple months.
Yeah, let's bring Pandolfo back because it looks like he's getting close.
Looks like Hammerlick's getting close to at least.
1 to 2 months. And continue to sim here. 29, 12, and 5. Just can't quite overtake Detroit. We keep getting close, but they keep just staying ahead of us. Although, granted, they have played 5 more games than us, so that bodes well.
Yeah, you can catch them.
Assuming the injuries stop piling up.
Oh, the Blues sneak up past both of us.
Well, they've been fighting there with it. It's a 3-way, and then Dallas drops right off. All right. Kristovich is finally back. Which means we're going to send Brown back down. Oh, we don't have to send anybody back down. For the moment. So, and he's going toe-to-toe. Roman Hammerlick finally returns.
Phoenix, not looking good. Only 7 wins, but we've seen worse expansion teams.
All right. So now we have too many guys. So who's going down? Virtue's going down. And we'll continue.
Jack, question missed. Is the AI aware of how good these players will be as the human player? Not really. They know what the potential is, and the potential reflects how good they were in real life. But they don't have any special information on what they're going to be, what they did historically in upcoming seasons.
But I mean, we're playing with the development engine, which means you're going to have guys who outperform. For instance, we had a very good player, Jeff, if you remember his name, who outperformed his real life potential.
Oh, who was it again? Can't believe I forgot that. You wound up on an expansion team?
He did. I'm testing Jeff, but not giving him the answer. Because
Brad Tiley.
Brad Tiley, yes.
Brad Tiley. We signed him as a free agent out of junior, just as sort of a cast off. I think he was originally a Canadiens pick. They didn't bother signing him with good reasons because he was like a half-star guy, and we just signed him as filler. Had a good year in the AHL. We had injuries at the start of the next season. Imagine that. Called him up temporarily, and he wound up, I think, second in the Calder voting. And we kept him around for another year. It was reasonably productive. And then he was taken by Carolina in the expansion draft and had a huge year for them last year, 58 points. So basically, the guy didn't really work out to anything in real life. Borderline star. What's he doing right now, by the way?
It's a great question. I was just trying to see if I could.
Trying to get Cunningham back.
What's that?
You're trying to get Cunningham's or He's got no trade clause. That's why you can't move.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So I was just checking in, being like, "What's up?"
And in addition to the knowing the potential, the potentials are set in such a way that the guys who were high draft picks and busts tend to be overrated. But that affects both you and the AI. So if your scouts aren't good, you'll Alexander Daig, for example, will look a lot better than he actually is. Although he is pretty terrible in this game, not that luck. He's never made the Flames draft him, and he never made the NHL.
Yeah, well, that was going to happen.
Well, maybe I rated him a little too low. Although he's productive in the AHL. It looks like it's more of a chance. Oh, yeah, it's a worst possible team to draft him, too, because he's with Calgary. They've got Gilmore and Nieuwendyk and another center. No, just Gilmore and Nieuwendyk, I guess, up front.
All right, they want too much, and I don't feel like going anymore. We are over our time limit for today. I think we're in a pretty good spot. If we were to continue this, we could have some fun with it. Yeah, we are currently 42, 16, and 10. Trading just St. Louis. Actually, we're tied with St. Louis.
And they have 3 games in hand.
So looking at the stats summary, since we haven't really been here, Team Miscellany's done well. He's 88 points in 68 games. Shanahan, 74 points in 68 games.
Arnott having another good year. Ooh, look at Howardchuk. That is not good.
Well, he's been hurt like crazy, so.
Yeah, but it's still 37 points in 53 games.
Well, I wanted him on the second line. Maybe it put him on the second line.
Kind of hit the wall.
Yeah.
Stevens having a reasonably solid year for his age.
Yeah. All right, with that, we'll stop here. Because, again, I've said it before, but you probably want to be tuned into next week. We'll be putting out some stuff on our social media. And again, so you want to be checking us out on our streams. And we typically stream every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/OOTP Developments, as well as twitch.tv/Franchise Hockey Manager. All of our streams are archived on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/OOTP Developments as well. Of course, you can come on down and check and watch our social medias at such things as Facebook, which is facebook.com/Franchise Hockey Manager. On Twitter, we're at Franchise Hockey. You can also find a link to official Discord in our Twitter bio. And, of course, come on down to our official website, which is ootpdevelopments.com. Click on the community button in the top right-hand corner, which will bring you to our official forums. And you can talk about Franchise Hockey Manager, Out of the Park Baseball, Perfect Team, Go, or anything else you wish to discuss. Jeff, is there anything else you want to add that I haven't already touched on?
Well, I wish there was, but no, pretty much said it. We'll really hoping to make the official announcement for 9 next week. Would have hoped to do it today, but obviously things came up and we can't. But the game itself is looking in great shape. I can't wait to show you some of the new things we've done. I think there's going to be some very popular features in it. So please tune in next week and we'll do our best to be able to tell you about it at that point.
Well, again, Jeff's been dropping hints for the past couple of weeks. So if you go back and watch the previous streams, you might catch something that somebody else has missed, or maybe that you missed too. So with that, thank you very much, and we will see you all again next week.